These videos are tough to watch. People in Pagosa Springs, they're bracing for even more rain after they had historic flooding over the weekend. Pagosa Springs is about 4.5 hours southwest of Colorado Springs. The remnants of Tropical Storm Priscilla, they left parts of Pagosa Springs underwater and forced hundreds of people to evacuate their homes. Officials estimate that 90 homes are damaged and 2 are a total loss. So let's bring in meteorologist Alan Rose to check our forecast. And Alan, more rain on the way, and it's a tough time for a lot of folks. We say this a lot. We need the moisture, but double-edged sword, really.
Yeah, you remember last week I was mentioning that on Friday. It can be a good thing in terms of the drought, but a bad thing when you get too much in a short amount of time. And unfortunately, from the eastern San Juans, including the Pagosa Springs area, all the way out west towards Durango and Telluride, we remain under flood watches this morning. And these go up until midnight tonight, but given the latest models and the addition of some rain through at least Wednesday night or Thursday, I would not be surprised to see those watches expanded in time. And this morning we're watching 2 main areas of rainfall, one across the eastern part of the state, the other across the western part of Colorado. And again, some very heavy rain, even some high mountain snow falling this morning from just north of Durango up towards Telluride Mountain. And that moisture being pumped into the area from low pressure to the west, and that's pulling in moisture from what was once Tropical Storm Raymond. That deeper subtropical moisture extending as far north as Minneapolis this morning, where we're getting some rain up there to parts of Minnesota and the Dakotas. Now for us locally, we're dry right now in the Springs, 40 degrees the out the door temperature. I don't think we'll need the rain jacket or umbrella today or the warm winter hat, but a warm layer a good call early on. By the afternoon, you can certainly shed those layers as temps go from the upper 50s, what we saw on Monday, to a high today of around 70. Tomorrow, even warmer, peaking at about 76 degrees. In Pueblo, we have dry skies, a little bit of cloud cover this morning, 45 degrees the current temperature. Again, a light layer, good call, especially for the kiddos at the bus stop. By the afternoon, temperatures today into the upper 70s, rebounding to the lower 80s as we make our way towards Wednesday. So we've got a warm up on the way with this southerly and southwesterly flow. I think most of the rain over the mountains wraps up here in the next couple of hours, and then we get some instability showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening, anywhere from the mountain areas into the eastern plains. They will be fairly hit or miss in nature. Wednesday morning looks relatively dry, but then we get another round of heavier showers in the mountains. That looks to push east and could bring us some rain here towards I-25 late Wednesday night. Before that rain and cold front arrives, looks like Wednesday could be quite windy. I want to show you what we're looking at here on Futurecast. Wind gusts by the afternoon, likely up around 30 to 40 miles an hour. Strongest for the eastern counties tomorrow and for areas down south of Highway 50. All right, let's take a look at your highs today. 81 for La Junta, 77 in Pueblo, and 70 in the Springs. Trending above average through at least Thursday. I mentioned the shower Wednesday night, chance of rain also lingering into Thursday with dry and beautiful conditions Friday and Saturday, both those days featuring sunshine and middle 60s. In Pueblo, rain chances pretty low here Wednesday night and Thursday. I think wind is our bigger story and the warmth. High of 83 degrees to make our way into tomorrow afternoon. 70s expected for Canyon City most of the next 7 days. We will get a fall-like change Thursday night and Friday. Overnight lows are going to be down to the upper 30s by Friday morning and a high that afternoon to around 67. In Woodland Park, you've got a daily chance of showers here along with some gusty winds in the midweek period. Check out Thursday night's low all the way down to 28, Friday's high in the middle 50s. Time now 6:20 on your 2.